Morning, Nadine. Can you hear me?
Can you
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, yay, it's a miracle.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you? I'm sorry. I think my internet's a bit.
Can I have? Don't worry. Don't worry.
Am I being slow?
No, no.
How are you?
Good, good. A little bit cold today morning, but
Yeah. Is it sunny?
now you're slowing. Now your voice doesn't match your lips movement, so your internet is slowly.
Okay, we'll just have to persevere.
All good.
And how has your week been, Beata?
It was very busy, but you know, I like my weeks. I learn a lot. I can discover a lot. I'm the person, you know, looking something, always for something, you know, like
That's awesome.
Reading something, finding out that I'm dumb, you know, that I need to learn something that I didn't. That I didn't know something, and especially if I don't know the person, or I'm not really into politics, but from the discovery, you know, from the science. Oh, I don't know who was this person, and then oh my God, such a beautiful personality. I can't remember what I look like this week, and I said, and I didn't even know this person exists. I think even make a photo about him. What was his name?
Lovely. That's a really nice way to look at things, I think, isn't it?
Oh yeah, looking. Can't
It's
remember.
lovely, Beata.
Ah yeah, there was a lady. It was a lady.
Hmm.
Mm,
You said this is a politician.
no, she was. It was the second war. In the second war, in Britain, it's a Polish lady, and she was very. I don't know. I can't share this. I was into to WhatsApp. Very successful spion. How can we say this? Was exchanging information as a
Spy?
spy.
Yeah.
I just sent it to WhatsApp.
Mm. Good. I love that stuff.
And
I look at
pretty.
it right now.
Yeah, and
I
pretty
love
as well.
that. Okay, I haven't heard of her. And she was Polish.
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
believe it? And I said, smart cookie plus very pretty. I find her very pretty as well. And
Isn't she? Yeah. I think she's not a typical pretty, but she's
the
got
eyes.
those high cheekbones and
Yeah.
takes a good photo. Yeah. Oh, good. I'll read that later. I
So
love that. I love
for
that.
next week is your turn. You will find one person for me, you know, to probably from you.
I can do that. I'll find someone interesting. Let's stick to women.
Yes. What's happened to our boys today?
I don't know. Well, Joni is not well. Juan, no, hasn't responded. Okay, maybe his baby is playing up.
Yeah.
I'll just write down my job for next week. Interesting woman. Anyway, we can get into it. I have some idioms.
Yeah.
Well, they're not an idiom as in a phrase, so they're just one word. But I thought you might find it interesting to learn the different names that we call people from other states. Have you heard of this before?
No.
Okay, so I know some of them, but I looked it up, and so we'll start in Queensland.
Yep.
Now, this is not business so much, but you may hear them because people in Australia love to use nicknames.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that can be for any reason. So if you had a Queenslander
Yep.
in your office, they may be called all the time, especially between men, a cane toad.
Never.
Yes. So have you heard of cane toads?
No.
So Australia has a really great way of bringing in a pest to eradicate another pest. Yes.
Yep.
So in Queensland, there's a lot of cane fields,
Mm-hmm.
and there was, I think it was a snake, maybe, or maybe it was a bug. I'm not sure, but there was something that was eating the cane. So this toad comes from South America. They brought this toad in to kill whatever was eating the cane. But
Yep.
this toad has taken over the top half of Australia. They're
Unbelievable.
everywhere. When I lived in Cairns, I would walk along the path and the path would move with these toads. And
Wow.
they're disgusting, like, and they're poisonous. So
Yeah.
they kill, like if another animal eats them, the poison's on their skin, the animal will die, like a native animal. They take over the frogs' habitat. Anyway, they're terrible. But when it comes to nicknames and in footy, so in the rugby, people call Queenslanders cane toads.
Yeah.
And then in New South Wales, when they play against Queensland, they call them cockroaches.
Oh my God.
Okay, so if you have someone in your office called from New South Wales, you can call them a cockroach.
Roach.
Okay, and so if Juan and Janie were here, I thought they would find this one funny, but they're not. So Western Australia is a sand groper.
Oh my God. Never heard honest.
I think a sand groper is like a little bug that sits on the water. Tasmania,
Yep.
this one's boring, is
Tassie. No?
oh, you can say Tassie, but Taswegian.
My God.
Isn't it crazy?
Absolutely.
Taswegian.
That's region.
Northern Territory, very, very obvious. Top enders,
Oh.
because they're from the top.
Yep.
Now, South Australia, which is me, are called crow eaters.
My gosh.
There's a magpie in our state flag, I think,
Yeah.
and that, yeah, it's sometimes called a crow. So I think apparently South Australians originally, when they came here, used to eat a lot of magpie.
You know, hunger is, if you're hungry, probably, we cannot understand, but
Okay, the ACT, which is Canberra,
yep.
this one is, this one's boring. So this is Actarians, or I like this one. Have you been to Canberra?
No, not yet.
Okay, Canberra is full of roundabouts. So they call them roundabouters. All right, so you guys in Victoria, and I've never heard of this one.
Cabbage.
Cabbage patches. Because Victoria is a small state in the middle. It looks like a cabbage patch.
True.
Now, I just thought, just out of interest, and this is a common way that Australians, we shorten words.
Yeah.
Yep, we like to do that. So where I come from is Newcastle, which is
On the
just near Sydney. So we actually call this, like I would say to my friends, the name of the place, we say Newey.
New
Newey. I come from Newey,
from
but
New.
because I come from Newey, I am a Novocastrian.
Unbelievable. You see, how can we know this?
No, you wouldn't. Even I didn't know some of them, but I definitely know cane toads and cockroaches because when we play footy, that they're the mascots.
Yeah, yeah. No question. In
Anyway,
Newcastle, we've got a very big population from Polish people, which arrived in 1956. This was in this some around this age. It was very politics movement in Poland to kick them out of from out of the country, from Poland. Special group of people, yeah, and they all arrived in Newcastle, and from
oh yes,
in
yes,
Australia.
yep, yep, yep. I know. Well, I don't know exactly that group,
Yeah,
but Newcastle did have a lot of post-war refugees for a long time.
but this group, especially this one, is because of the religion. They
Okay,
wasn't welcome. They wasn't welcome in the country, in Poland, and in this time, nobody had a passport home, and the minister president give this all people for short period of time passports, and just if you want, you can leave the country now.
wow, really?
Yep. And they all left the country, and they are beautiful people. I've got a lot of consumers from this group. They help each other very, but they stay in their own group, very strong, but well-educated people, and they just was not welcome in Poland, in the country.
What's
They
the
all
name?
belong to the Seven Adventist.
Okay, seven-day Adventists.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He wasn't
And
welcome.
okay, that's interesting
Yeah.
because Seven-day Adventists, there are a lot in Australia,
Mhm.
but they do keep together, like
Yeah,
you say, like they're very secular.
yeah.
So that's interesting. I never knew that. That's lovely, isn't it? I'm glad
And
they came to Australia.
the issue was we had the school not 5 days a week. We went to school from Monday to Saturday.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And because they don't work or go to school after sunset on Friday, there was the issue with Saturday school, with work.
Yep,
They
yep.
didn't, on the end, they kick the best people out, I would
Yeah.
say.
I understand. I understand. Yeah. Um, they're they're very kind, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Part of their obligation to
Mm-hmm.
their religion is to be kind, is to help. Um, and Mormons, they're different, aren't they? Mormons,
Moments are from Germany.
yeah, okay. Mormons
Yeah.
and Seventh-day Adventists are different, but I know sometimes they both go out preaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
They,
more the Zeugen Jehovas, also the Jehovah's Witness, they're going.
yes, that might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. One of my housemates is from Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
and he is Seven-day Adventist.
You see,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good people.
yeah,
Very nice. Love it. I've
yeah.
got a lot of friends. Very, very good one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad. I'm really glad. Okay, let's get some work done.
Good.
Otherwise, we never will. So
Oh,
you get
really? What's happened to my boys today?
send a message to one.
Let me show you what I've got question.
You've got a question?
I printed for me and I read something and I don't understand in all finance people.
Yeah. Good.
This sentence. Is this the M7 and yeah, in my account? In my account, when you look in your account, it's M7. How we can use the hiring process to bring out the best in people, transcript, if you see, Nadine.
Yep.
And then it's,
yep.
and then it's 3:51, under this time, probably 3:51. And this sentence doesn't make sense doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, doesn't make sense to me. Not in all.
Which part?
Defending people's true potential.
Okay, finding people's true potential. So we want to, so just let's concentrate on the four words. So, okay, you actually gave a good example of that when you talked about your friend, what's her name? Clara.
Mm-hmm.
Christine, when you said you didn't understand people,
Mm-hmm.
but then you learned more about them. Okay, so that's what that means, finding people's true potential. Now, these videos, or these, we have the transcript of the video, is really just for us to discuss things and to have an opportunity to talk and make our English a little bit comprehensive to work. Okay, so you need to remember that this person has a specific point they're making. Now, the clue is bring out the best in people.
I understand the meaning. I don't understand the structure of the sentence.
Okay. All right.
Happier.
Makes for happier, more diverse, and so this makes. Let me share. Why am I not sharing? I'll share it. 1 second. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see the screen now?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Okay, so this is our verb.
Yep.
Well, we have two verbs. We're finding people's true potential. Okay, so let's say we found the true potential. The verb after that causes, when we find the true potential, it causes happiness, diversity, successful companies and employees. So you need to split that sentence in half.
Mm-hmm.
That's this word here is the word that's connecting the two parts of the sentence. Another word could be
this for happier. It doesn't sound for me very, very strange. This for happier. I would say finding people true potential makes the companies and employers make employees more successful and companies more diverse. You know what I mean, Nadine? Like this for happier. Probably I don't understand the grammar from here. That for happier. Finding people true potential makes. companies and employers happier?
Well, that's for both. That's
Yeah,
companies and employees. So you understand that bit. The
yeah,
companies and employees are more diverse. Okay.
yeah,
I might have to get back to you on that one.
yeah. What I think I don't probably know the structure. Never heard, and this is what I read, and this is was one the week, and one I've got another one for you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It makes me work harder. Yep, go.
I make one. If I make sentence, and if it's the singular, the verb, I need to find it. I don't want to confuse you out. I need to find how I. Maybe next time if I can, I don't know what it is. It was
That's
like
all right. No rush. No rush.
I'm telling you, I'm doing so many things, and then no, I can't find it. I'll show you then later maybe next week. No, I don't know what it is. Next week, I think. Almost 25
You
years.
want to put it in WhatsApp for me
Yes, I will do it. If I find later on, I will put in
during
what
the week when you
during the week.
find
Yeah.
it?
It was some.
Sorry, Beata.
Yeah, I will if I find, because I can't even remember the structure after make or makes when it's singular plural on the front, or it's make I make a lot of mistakes with this one. You know, in the beginning is a singular, and then looks like plural, but there's still the verb is in singular, in like matching to one person only. Makes, takes, and stuff. But next time.
I will find out exactly, and I will put that. Is it okay if I put that in WhatsApp if I find it
Oh,
before?
absolutely.
And then we
Absolutely.
can talk about it again next week.
Yeah.
But I'm just not. I feel that it's applying to something, but it's the wording, like you said, the make with the S on it makes for correct people with kind make, because the subject verb agreement is a plural and a plural structure. So make for is an idiom in the context. All right. Let's make for has the word makes, and in this context limits its definition to help maintain, promote further. All right, that might be close to it there. All right.
By 4,000 photos hard to find.
No, it's like math, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's finding that the exact specification of it. All right, let's do what
Yeah.
we're going to do today, and
Yeah.
that will be just so we can keep on track, and then that will make sense when I do it separately for you later, if that's okay.
Okay. All good.
And it'll give you something to look forward to, Beata.
I know. But it will go behind me for days and days until me click Like if I can show you how I
Yeah,
wrote.
yeah, I know.
Piece of papers when I struggle with response and respond.
Response.
And when is the S and then is D? Which one is verb and which one is noun? Or resolution, solution?
That's a hard one. That's just the way it's pronounced.
Inquiry, inquiry with E or I?
Inquiry.
Yep.
I inquire and I enquire. Yeah, it's hard to. What else have you got?
And the sentence when we all start, what we are discussed in regards, the all sentences start with the like a question or what or when we discussed or when we talk about it, the all question, and then comes some words. Discussed is with the ed, like past or the form. This forms, sorry.
That's
This
okay.
is,
No, keep going, keep going.
and what's a founding with FOU and founding with FU only.
Oh, that one. That one's just, they're two different words. I can tell you that one straight away. Funding
Yep.
is when I give money to something.
Yep.
And did you say founding?
Yep. FU.
FOUND?
Yep.
That's,
For
I would,
foundings with S on the end.
foundings. Oh, hang on. Did you listen to somebody when they said that?
Yep.
I think what they may have meant is findings.
Findings.
FING. I'll write it on our paper. Can you see the
Yep. Yes.
worksheet? Okay, yep. I'll just write it here for you.
Thank
That one
you.
I actually can answer. Fundings or funding. Let's just say funding. That makes more sense. Funding is allocating monies to a specific department. And that's the word I think that the person would have said to you,
Yep.
findings. It's just your
Pronunciation.
research. So what you found,
Okay.
it's actually found. I found something on the ground.
Yep.
So I found this pen,
Yep.
and this pen is my findings.
Oh.
You put those other ones. So respond. That one I can say respond. If you ask me a question, I will respond.
Please respond to my.
Please respond.
Yep. To my email, for example.
Yeah, I'll write that. Actually, that's a good example. Please respond to my email at your earliest
Oh, thank you.
convenience. And then response. Response is what you're waiting for. So an example is it S or a C?
Yeah, this was another yes, exactly.
It's
I
S.
S.
S. Response. I will wait for your response before I proceed with the project. Okay, so respond is what I give to you,
Yep.
and response is what you're waiting for from me.
Oh, good. You see? Waiting. Phones. Okay, thank you so much.
That's all right. And can I clear that off?
Yep.
And so the other one was inquiry.
Yeah. I had this was the inquiry. My daughter said, "Mom, just put request. Why you always find the words to make your life harder?"
Sometimes we just do this. It's okay. It's you. It's classic Beata. Think of that.
Yeah.
I
That
heard I heard that in a movie last night. He was saying he was overthinking, and they said, "Stop overthinking." He goes, "Oh, classic Ben, always overthinking." I thought I'm going to say that when I can't get my speaker to start. Classic Nadine.
yeah.
Okay, so this one, don't feel bad about this at all, because this is actually something that native English speakers do all the time, all right?
Uh-huh.
Inquire. I think the easiest thing would be to actually look this up, because they're very close. And then I'll give you an example. In my university guides that they give first years,
Mm-hmm.
they actually say, am I speaking okay? I'm breaking up.
No, you're not breaking up, but you're not moving quick, but this is okay.
Okay. Okay. If you can hear me, that's okay.
Yeah.
So they put in our handbooks, be careful of inquiry and enquiry.
Oh, really?
Make sure you, yeah, yeah. So see here, this is common. See how it's already come up with this?
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yes, I can say it, Nadine.
The dictionary?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said they're very close. So they have the same meanings.
Okay.
So when I make an inquiry at the bank about my money, you know what it means. I'm asking a question. I want to find out something.
Okay.
And this is your clue here. So they're verb forms, they're basic verb forms,
Okay.
mean the same thing.
Yeah.
What I would suggest is you stick to inquiry,
Inquiry.
because it's saying here it's less common, and that is true. You can use both,
Yeah.
But if you were saying,
For me, always if I'm look for services, inquiry about service of
exactly, yep,
provider service.
yep. So this is all you need to remember, be able to forget the E,
Yeah.
forget inquiry.
Okay.
I would like to make an inquiry about.
Yeah.
Okay.
About, and Nadine, if I put in this in the, oh my God, blackout now,
That's right.
the a subject in the email, like inquiry about services, inquiry about something.
Yep. Yep. So
You see, this is where I work. Is the most in the emails. Oh yeah, the subject, the topic. Yes.
give me an example of what you'd like to inquire.
Inquiry for the cleaning services in east or southeast of Melbourne. If they provide, the question is if they provide the services in this region. For example, in south, the company is based in north, or they provide the services in south. So inquiry about their availability, availability or cleaning locations. Yeah. Oh, and this is my already the next problem. I swapped this one. I put the inquiry on the front, and I heard this is the major what's the people German speaking people mistake.
Yeah.
Stop them.
We have a revision week, not next week, but I think the week after.
Yeah.
I'd like to do with that is start to use these grammar. So today we're going to do the modals of necessity and obligation.
Yeah.
And we've already had the gerunds and the infinitives and things. So I want to put them all into the basic sentence structure. So the subject, the verb, and the object.
Yeah.
Because I know you ask that all the time.
Yeah.
And I want to get you guys writing what we've learnt within that formula.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah. But if you were in a rush and you couldn't think about what was right or wrong, you can always do you use re?
Sorry.
Do you use re ever? Do you understand re?
Like regarding.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can put if you can't think, if you're really busy, or and you automatically swap it, but you feel that it's wrong and
Yeah.
you haven't got time, just put re inquiry for cleaning
Bingo.
or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's in work situations we seem to, I think I said that in the one of the first lessons, because we're in a rush and we're quick, we're trying to be quick, we do make things a lot shorter in our communication. We're I think women are always like, hi, how are you, how was your weekend? But men are good and they're like, did you finish the job?
Yeah.
And then you get okay, like
Yeah.
and this is a way that we can just, like, it's clear.
Mm-hmm.
They know what that means. Inquiry for cleaning,
Yeah.
or or even just um, cleaning locations in the subject line.
Yeah.
It's whoever looks at that email is going to send it somewhere
Yeah.
just from the word cleaning. Sorry, no S. Okay, so when
Thank
you're
you.
in the body of your email, then you can use longer words like inquiry.
But the quick one. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And you probably don't even always need to say the word inquiry. You can even just say, where are the cleaning locations?
Mhm.
Because that's what
Yeah.
inquiry means. That's what you're doing. You're making an inquiry. What is your inquiry? I want to know where the cleaning locations are.
Yeah.
And you had another one, but it was a bit longer. Something about what we discussed. I didn't finish writing it down.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Flip my paper. What we are discussed in regards. I don't know if I put it correct, the sentence, or what we are discussing in regards, or what we are discussed in regards.
Is this something that's happening now, in the future, or in the past?
In the past, like day after somebody sent the email. What we are
Okay.
discussed in regards. You see, you solve my own weekly problems. You should see when I find something, I've got million of the sticky notes and they are everywhere. And then if my daughter visits me, she just looks like, Mom, she takes this, like, okay. And because she cannot explain why it's wrong.
Yeah.
She's not the teacher, so she just like wrong, right, wrong. And she stuck back on my wall.
Yeah. And she's also impatient with you, I'm sure. Yeah.
This was I sent her. What's it?
Tell me how you would say it.
In regards to what we discussed last week in the meeting. In regards.
No, what you originally said.
In rubbish. This is Beata. What we are discussed in regards. Nadine, what's my problem is I can't see if somebody make mistake because we've got our ladies there. The English is the second language as another. And if you make mistake, I can't pick up. For me, only for mine, because I never learned English at school. I just learned English from sound, from listening. And I find sounds funny for me. I say, is something wrong? But I can't explain what is wrong, but I know it sounds wrong. So this one, I heard her saying, and I straight up put it on my note, what we are discussed in regards. And I don't know, is this right or wrong? I left.
It's not right. No. Why do you need to correct her?
Oh, no. I don't need to correct. I wanted to know if it's from sound.
Just for you.
Yeah, it was wrong from listening, and I didn't know what is wrong.
Okay, so this part here.
Yep.
You can take that out straight away. That does not belong in the sentence structure. What we discussed in regards, and then you would just say to, because you're referring.
Okay.
This part, regards, in regards to, is referring to something.
Something.
Okay. So I would say to you, Beata, I'd like to talk to you about what we discussed
Yeah.
in regards to the changes to the delivery timetable.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I make a photo, Nadine? Can we say what we have discussed will be
Yes.
this? Okay.
Yes. But you don't need to, because see this ED,
Yeah, this pass.
that makes it past. So you know it was something that you've already done.
Done. Thank
What
you.
what we have discussed, you can also say that, but you don't need to.
Okay. What we discussed in regard. Thank you.
Okay, so that are, it just,
Did it make sense?
that's more present. What we are discussing, and I'll just put in brackets now, because that there
Yeah.
is your it's making this verb take action.
What are
Okay,
discussing now?
so that means we're doing it now. That action is happening now.
And then can we follow up in regards? No. What we are discussing in regards?
What we are discussing,
Mm,
it's probably not something you would say in that moment.
yeah.
What to me, that sounds more like a question. Okay, so if you were in a meeting and you were using discussing,
Yeah.
you can say we were discussing,
Yeah.
but that makes it past as well. But when we say what we are discussing is not correct.
Okay.
Okay, because you're talking about what you're saying right now. But if you were saying what we are discussing in regards to the timetable change is not important
Yep.
in this meeting. Does that make sense to you?
Yep. Yep.
Yes. So you wouldn't say if you were going back, if somebody said something and then 5 minutes later you would go back, you might just say, Tom, in regards to the timetable changes, can you clarify when they will start?
Okay.
And that's present as well. And that's when you would say, that's when you would use regards in that conversation, in that present conversation. Yeah. Or if you want to bring up a new topic, in regards to the ladies' bathroom issues, I would like to put a new sign up or something in regards to that topic. Yeah.
Nadine, don't take it away. You see here now, I'm really sorry, but
No, don't be sorry. Don't ever be sorry.
The day on the bottom, when they will start, is that singular the day or is plural? like is they will start the.
So see how I've written changes?
Yep.
That's the plural.
Yep.
When we use they, we're talking about more than one.
Okay.
So when you're talking about, say you've got 2 children,
Yep.
you'll say, when will they be home?
I pick up in some reports that they're using they if they don't want to specify if it's masculine or feminine.
Okay. So
And
that's a really important thing to know now, because that comes into you know, workplace appropriateness, which we all have to respect.
yes.
We don't have a choice, whether we agree or not. I can't spell appropriateness, but you know what I mean.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, we don't refer to, and this is, I know from your language and other Eastern Europeans, you have a third
Yep.
pronoun, don't you? We have 2. So we have he or she,
Yep.
but we now say for everybody they.
And
Okay,
that
but with the one that I was talking about, and you
was the
probably,
changes.
no, you can't. Can you see that it's gone
Yes.
down the bottom of my screen?
Yes. Yes.
It's just the changes, and that makes sense, okay? Because
Yep.
that's going back to the subject
Yep.
of the sentence.
The timetable changes.
So it's a different meaning than this.
Okay. And this one is single. So if I say they is going or they are, I use the verb in plural or in singular after this day, even if I know this is one person.
That's right. So if you had a new employee start and your co-worker said, where is Sam now? They need to take Sam for training. You could say, Sam or they
Yep.
are in the bathroom
So we use the plural.
at the moment.
Okay.
So it means you can, like, forget about he or she
Yeah.
when you're referring to somebody that you haven't had the conversation about their pronouns. Do you see now on the bottom of emails it will have she, him, her, they? Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, you and I have never had a conversation about how I want my pronouns. Okay. But when you've, I think when you've got young people, or not young, all people, when they're transgender and they go from female to male, they really want to be called he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
we've got on the emails or Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
Please specify in the brackets she, he, or so.
Yeah.
But for me was what the verb do I use in plural or in singular after this day, even if I know this is one person. So this is plural. It's not singular here. They are in the but.
It's plural down here,
Yeah.
but not up here.
Then why Sam is in the bathroom?
We're referring to one person.
Yeah.
Okay, so you haven't had a conversation with Sam about how Sam wants to be referred to as him, her, or they.
Yeah.
So just think of Sam and they as the same thing, regardless of how they look to you. So it's not plural. It's a new meaning to
Yeah.
they. In English, it's a new meaning.
Nadine, but the verb after you put it are.
They are.
So this,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes.
this is
See,
my own.
see, it's new, and it's new for me as well. We're all learning. So,
So
um,
it's
yeah, with
they.
our other students that have really poor English, we can't explain this to them very well. So it's really hard when we've got some of our worksheets might be like this one down here. Can you see exercise 5
Yeah.
in his order? That hasn't been updated. This worksheet is not like current to now. So this is very new for
Yeah.
all English, but it's still
Hard.
it's really hard, but just remember, unless you've had the conversation,
Yeah.
always refer to them as they, and then you would put are, because if even though it's plural, if you just had they is, it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
No, because English is still working in that way.
Yeah.
Yep. But now we've brought this new form of they.
Okay. So we're using the plural are.
Yeah, English just hasn't caught up. So it's either Sam is in the bathroom or they are.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they ask us even to use this day to the if we talk about the seniors, the older generation.
Everyone now, everyone.
Yep.
It, I'm finding it easier to just say they now. I think my brain is
Very quick.
starting to
Pick up.
learn.
Yep.
There's a non-binary person in my house,
Okay.
and I say she and her, and
Yeah.
like their mother comes a lot to visit, and I said one night, so what are you ladies up to tonight?
You
And
see.
then I had to go, oh, I'm so sorry, it just comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's you just I think the more you say they,
Yeah.
it is better,
Yeah. Yeah.
because then less people are offended. So, and that's the whole point when it comes to the workplace.
Oh yeah.
We just can't offend anyone. No touching, respect all of their, beliefs and everything. No gender assumption pronouns.
But it's not. I agree or I disagree. I don't know, but no, you're not allowed to make any compliments or any compliments. Oh, I like your dress, or even to male. Oh, I like your t-shirt.
Yeah, I
It's
know. I know.
no, maybe easy. I don't know, but I will still make there something wrong, and it's like, oh my gosh, I like your jeans, and then I shouldn't say this. you
Well,
know.
I don't think it's wrong to say that. It's just how the other person will take it. Um,
Yeah.
I had a subject last year, and it was a week, so an intensive subject, and we had to go into groups, and I had 3 non-binary people. There were 5 people in the group, another woman about my age,
Yeah.
and then 3 young people, and they were all non-binary. One, I'll say guy, he was very, like, he was a man. He had a beard, but he was obviously gay,
Yeah.
but he was they. There was another girl, and she looked like a lesbian, but she
Yeah.
was they. And then there was another girl who was completely a girl. She wasn't, she had a boyfriend, she wasn't, but she said she was non-binary.
My gosh.
And I kept saying the wrong thing over and over and over and over again. And they thought I was really like, they thought that I was like how I think about my dad, you know, my father's generation,
Yeah.
who would call black, you know, the
Yeah.
N word and things like that. And but I'm not like that. And it was just my language.
Yeah. You open it, but still
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So it's about how they respond, like it's them. So if you said their jeans were nice, they could sort of go, well, that's not appropriate to
Yeah.
comment on my clothing. You don't know.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, which, oh, it's so frustrating, triggers.
No.
Triggers. I don't know what. I have problems. I get on with it. Do you
Yes.
know what I mean? Like,
I know.
there's triggers all over the world for me, but I
Yeah.
just have to get on with it.
But now what I find the young generation, they are very not sensitive. They are very focused on themselves, how
Yeah,
they feel, what
yeah,
they do.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
more about, maybe not about, maybe they think about feelings, about the feelings from in the community, about the different people, but for them, oh, I'm upset right now, I don't want to do it right now. They are very hard, even my children, to accommodate in the community, you know.
yeah,
They, like
yeah,
my son, like, I will do
yeah,
it, but not now.
yeah, yeah, I know. And we have to go, oh,
Oh,
okay.
sorry, sorry.
Oh, I understand. How can I help you?
And I said to myself, just take the blood and washing upstairs, not now.
Yeah,
And we're going up and down 3 or 4 times, and his basket is down, and I always say,
yeah,
just take it out of my
yeah.
sight,
I know. I
for
know.
my view, that I don't see it.
Out of sight. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I think in lots of ways they're right, because when I was younger, you know, my parents yelled at me and it was traumatic, and so
Yeah.
we don't want that. But I don't like, you know, I'm working, or I used to work with young people in hospitality, and they won't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I need them to do it. Like, they're getting paid to do it, and that's, I think there's a balance, you know. Like the non-binary person here, they won't. They've got a lot of mental issues, which, you know, is fine, but it feels like there's always something. So they never do the housework. There's always a reason, and I'm like, I want to stay in bed. Sorry to swear, but it's very
Yeah.
frustrating.
Nadine, I know this. Yes.
But yes, I want to stay in bed. I've got a headache. I'm stressed out. Like,
Yeah.
now I
Yeah.
have all these, but I still get up and I clean the bathroom, or
Yeah.
and it just feels like, where do you kind of just go, just do it?
You know, when I did my diploma in mental health, I find out that, and I'm really going on this generation, my daughter and my son. There were people in the war. There was something what they have fight for. Us as well. We wanted to achieve something. We didn't have
Yeah,
much, so we wanted something. We wanted
yeah,
have another T-shirt or studying or have a
yeah,
car. It was a dream. They've got everything. It's
yeah,
everything, and this
yeah,
is no. We've got a German word for this. It's no any like an injection from something what can be, oh, the open-minded, and they can learn something. Everything is ready. Everything is on
yeah,
the plate
yeah,
via media, school, parents. They don't have this. They need to fight for something, and they're
yeah.
losing. They're, I would say, bored. Like they watch the TikTok 24/7. And I don't want to know how the people jump on one leg around the house, you know, that.
No, no.
But they can watch and watch and watch and watch. So I said, why not doing, not pushing yourself for what? That I said, for what? We can studying, we're going to work, they're both going to work, but this, I need to find this word before we finish. And this is what's this generation doesn't have. Oh, this generation, because many people does not have or don't have. Don't. Okay. And this is what's they don't have it. I don't think. I'm looking for that in English. Oh, it's not showing now. I find the word later on.
Well, that's two things you need to put up for me. No, we did the other ones, didn't we?
We
No,
did.
yeah, no, you put that up. What'd you say? It was a German word.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. I tell you. No, this is not the stimulants. Stimulation. That's called the same suggestion. It's not suggestion. Something what's like, if you go for the brain check and they give you the electroshocks, the stimulants, they don't have this one because everything is just overloaded.
Yeah.
With the I don't know if you've got the same feeling, Nadine, with this. Yeah.
I think going back to what I was saying, I think like I can see both sides, but when it made me think, like, now I haven't been through trouble in Australia. My generation has not had war or been close to war. Not even my parents half,
Okay.
my grandparents, yes, and my great grandparents, definitely, yes. But I couldn't go online and see everything in the world. So when you were talking about when your mind opens up, was when I started to travel.
Yeah.
And I saw a country that I had no idea about until I got to that country.
Oh, God. Good.
Maybe I saw a movie or I read a book, but I can go online and I can go to the middle of Russia and look at what they're doing in the square, and I think like that to me is not, it's, if you have everything, then what is left? What is left? I think maybe my parents' generation put too much pressure on themselves to work and earn money, and that destroyed a lot of relationships or, too much stress. I think we feel that now. But I think having they're just so, there's a word we have in English, which I'm not sure if you have this word. Let me clear all this off. I don't even know how to spell it. It's blasé.
Blasé.
Yeah.
It's in Germany we said we blow the puder sugar or sugar puder. Puder sugar. The sugar, the fine ingredients, but because we give everything, the finest thing, they've got everything. This is nothing what is, spoiled by the hard-working generation. I find for you what's the ruler from Dubai said about this generation, the future generation. He pointed this one as well in one of his interviews.
Which
from
leader?
Dubai. They're from Dubai. They're Sheikh.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Can I correct you there?
Yes.
You said ruler.
Yep.
Say leader.
The leader.
Ruler sounds like Hitler or Stalin.
The leader. Okay. Yeah. The leader. I find what he said. He had an interview and he mentioned about their present and future generations of young people in Dubai. And he said this is what we say. Oh, I'm writing now. Blasé.
It's actually French now that I look at it, but we use it in English.
Both of, yeah. The unimpressed. This is this. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's the bit you were talking about, excess of worldly pleasures. They have everything. There's nothing to fight for, nothing to strive for.
Blasé. It's this adjective. So how can you make a sentence for me, Nadine, please?
Yep.
Please, please, please. Blasé. Attitude to life. Yes.
Or simply, and this makes us sound old, the young generation. I can remember when my grandparents would say that.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you. Very blessing.
So that's where it acts as a true adjective here.
Yep.
Yep. And this is more, it's working as an adjective, but it's really just describing
Describing the young generation.
Yeah.
Good. Beautiful.
All right.
We see next week. Hopefully the boys are time.
Yes.
We're gonna see with boys next.
Hopefully one did not come back. So
Yeah.
sure.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, all right.
Much, Nadine.
I'll see you next week. I hope, and if put anything else in the WhatsApp. Like I don't mind. I know I said about everybody sharing and doing it together, but I don't mind. It doesn't. It's good for me too. I like you say, like you like finding things out. I like working hard. Yeah.
Remember the leader, a leader woman or a special woman, a special personality. You would like.
Yeah, I've got it written down. Yeah. Oh, and tell me about the Dubai, what the man from Dubai said.
What he expressed, he said, is the past generation was using camel and the desert and live in the desert, but work very hard. They're driving Mercedes and the most expensive cars in the world. But the next generation will be back on the camel because they don't do anything. They're just lazy and they are blasé, so they don't have any effort to achieve something. So they will go definitely down. So, and he said this is the circles of the old generations. He's 100% sure that maybe not this one, but the next one just spoil, spend money, but they are not achievers. So I was like, this is, I can see this in Europe by the young people. This is maybe he's right. I find it is in interview, but because he finds this a very in the nice conversation. I will try to look for this. Nadine, have a please good week and weekend. Relax.
Yes. You too, Beata. You too, Beata. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you next week.
Next week. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.